Hi everyone, my name is Mark Frith and I serve the Kansas district in the areas of missions and stewardship, and I'm coming to you today through this video publicity piece to invite you to become a part of a very special workshop coming to Dodge City, landing at Holy Cross for the Southwest regional area. Let me ask you this: when was the last time your church considered planting the church in a new location, a daughter church, a sister congregation, a second campus? Well, if you're like most of our congregations in Kansas, you probably haven't given this much thought at all. In the last 2 decades, only a handful of our congregations have conceived of that idea, prayed through it, and then gave birth to another congregation or to a daughtering campus. We want to come alongside of you and encourage you to begin making a difference. You know, one of the frightening things is that the growing dynamic and demographic in most of our communities, if not all of our communities, are the people that don't come to church anymore. They're growing almost at an exponential rate. Children that were raised without coming to church, what do you think they're going to teach their children? How is that demographic really going to change who we are as Christians and Lutherans? Churches Planting Churches Workshop is about beginning to conceive of making a difference. And so, again, I would invite pastors and DCEs and lay leaders to share this video with members of your congregation. Encourage a handful of people to come to this conference on September 20th and 21st. It is just that important. I know that's a Friday and a Saturday. We're looking forward to people maybe taking a half day off on Friday and then sliding into Saturday and being a part of this. We want to make a difference. In fact, our cross-pollination church planting catalyst team, there's a bunch of them coming to Southwest Kansas in retreat, but then to share in this time together with you. We've got people who speak Spanish. We've got people who have planted churches before. We've got people that are coming alongside to enrich and be a part of communication and training along the way. We actually have about 7 people coming out to share in this experience together with you. So we would like to see that 100 new congregations are planted in Kansas in the next 20 years. Actually, we're down to 18 years if you consider 2032. And we would love for a bunch of those new congregations be located right in your region. 33 areas out of those 100 plants have been identified by congregations like yours. It isn't this catalyst, this church planting catalyst team that says, hey, let's go here, let's go there. It's you, the front lines. God has called you. He has gifted you. He has resourced you to be a mothering agent. Again, in this day and age, the attractional model of putting up a building and saying, y'all come, isn't working so well. Churches Planting Churches Workshop talks about an incarnational model in addition to being attractional, going out and being involved in your community in new and vibrant, encouraging, and merciful ways makes a difference in people's lives in your community. It's the church going out to be the church in the community, let alone setting up a new place where God's people can come together and worship. Statistics bear out that when a brand new location, the church in a new location happens, it tends to multiply disciples, multiply members. In our congregations, we typically add a few each year, don't we? As well as we subtract a few. We lose a few each year to various reasons. Would you come and please give this consideration the next couple of days? Come and actually sign up. Whoops. I'm going to invite you to register now. I'm running the controls here as well. That if you call this number and leave a message for Lori, she's at that extension 223. Maybe if it's during business hours, you'll actually catch her. If it's the middle of the night when you're seeing this, take a look and you want to be a part of this, why don't you just send Lori an email message. She's my administrative assistant and that of a few others in the Kansas District office. Send her an email, let her know what your name is, your telephone number, and she'll get back to you the next day, or if it's the weekend, first of the coming week. So once again, let me put that number up there. Call 785-357-4441, and that, Lori's at extension 223. So give that some consideration and some thought. Again, this is Churches Planting Churches in Dodge City, September 20th and 21st. This is going to be an exciting time. I pray that you and a number of yours will give consideration to this very, very important time together as we look to plant the church all around southwest Kansas, as well as the other quadrants of the state of Kansas and our Kansas district. Thank you for giving us some time today. If you want, take a look at some resources on our website. Make it simple. KSLCMS.org will get you to the website, and you'll look for missions and church planting. Otherwise, take some time just to write down, freeze the frame, write down this website. It'll bring you right to it. So thank you again for taking 6 minutes of your time to consider how your church will plant the church in one and many more locations. Thanks again.